Traditionally, we start the journey with loading the car with water. Today we're heading to the mining of orange garnets. It was just opened 10 days ago, so I'm technically going to be the first foreigner there. We have arrived to the village. Big one, about 30 houses. Look at the view. Stunning! It takes 2 hours to get to the closest source of water from here. And that's why especially I wonder why they don't collect the rainwater right now, for example. Laughing. Okay, we need to ask them for the permission to enter the village. Hello! It will be interesting to see it from the inside. Haha, they've emptied half of water supplies. Locals seem to be very excited. I hope they don't mind me coming in their territory. Hello? Hello? No? Okay. I'm being ignored. Other kids respect me. Aha, now we're talking? That's right. Fear means respect. Just kidding, of course. And this kid obviously doesn't share my point of view. Here we're passing the gates. This is considered to be a big village, about 30 houses. Let's look around and see what is what. So basically it's one big family. There is the head, one very old guy, and his sons living with their wives and children. Yes, in most of cases it's wives. Just few of sons have only one woman, the rest have at least 2 or 3. They couldn't tell how many children it is in total, as they are not taught to count. Here you can see the paddock. And another one. For ibex, I guess, so that they would be safe. No electricity, no plumbing, no sewerage. So the toilet is basically everywhere. Very interesting. It's the first time I see such a big village. Hi, this is the founder of the family. He's the father of all 10 sons who are the core of the village. And that granny in purple is the mother of them. Kids are running away from Zungo. He even left the water. We are talking to them concerning the well. They know at what level there is water, but they can't explain us because they don't know what a meter is. We tried to ask how many men tall as you it would be. The answer was 3 or 4. We also asked why they didn't collect the rainwater. They told that they just had never thought about it. But I believe it's because the rain is too rare a thing to happen here. Bye-bye, Masai! Bye-bye! Okay, we must go. After all, we are here for orange garnets. Traversing hidden paths. The rain in Savannah is a super rare event. The road is turning into a complete mess. I don't know if you can see, but over there it's some colorful birds. Look kinda ostrich, but smaller one. Lots of them actually. Look what we've got here. Look how close to the road. Striped horses. They're not afraid of me at all. Hey! Hey! No reaction. Can I approach them maybe? Nope. Ran away. Okay, we'll continue our journey then. While we're waiting, we can enjoy the view. You can see there's some construction works there, and one of the car got stuck. They're trying to dig it out. Probably it will be faster for us to make a detour. Hope we can make it through the bush. Do you see that? Maasai and their cattle. I guess you have noticed how green everything is now. It's been raining for 4 days already, and savanna turned green immediately. But not for a long time, I guess. It will dry out very quickly soon. We versus African roads. Okay, we managed to pull our car out. But now that guy needs help. I wouldn't say that this train can do the job, but let's see. Okay, come on, guys. Come on. Yep, haven't I told you? Losers. Just kidding. Okay, guess it's time to go and just pull the cart all together. Okay. All together.
Вот и спит отсюда.
Let's go. I'll be the manager. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on. Start. Come on. They don't listen to me, lazy bones. One more attempt, and we go. No matter if they succeed or not, because it's getting dark here very quickly. Come on, guys, you can do it! Seems like they're still going to make it. Yeah, come on, come on! A little bit more. Nope. Bad luck. But we must be going already. You see, even though 3 cars, including our, made it through, but they don't leave. Everyone stayed to help. I do respect that. One more attempt. Come on. Here you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hooray! Admit it, it wouldn't work without my wise supervision. Hello again. So I'm in Arusha, near Kilimanjaro. Just returned from the trip to the orange garnets mining. You're about to see the episode when we popped in one of the local schools. And I'm going to explain you everything what needs to be explained, because otherwise you might find it difficult to understand what's happening. If you remember, recently I have visited garnet mining, which is located in a especially dry area. There children are often coming out on the road to ask for water. So I bought 1,000-liter cistern and sent it to the school. So it was enough to provide good drinkable water for children for some time. But it doesn't solve the problem, so I decided to bore the well for them. And no, it's not hype, it's greed. Because I noticed that whenever I help someone, my income increases several times. So this is just my very selfish karma investment. Anyway, it's on the way to that school we got stuck on the road. We had to meet them because there were some very technical questions to be answered. Like if they tried to bore before, how deep water is, and so on. When we arrived, there was the whole Maasai head management, the elders and chiefs. By the way, it appeared that in their culture the founder of the family is not the chief. He belongs to the class of elders. The chief is someone who is still a warrior. Therefore it's still a man between 30 and 50, who is capable of hunting, killing and breeding. The family founder can't do it due to the age, so he's out of the game. His role is to advise and guide. The chief is to be chosen by the people, like the best of the best. So at the meeting there was a chief, the elders, school principal, administration, counselor, and etc. All the kids gathered together to thank me, even though I didn't expect any of this at all. But they also insisted on taking photo with me to print out and hand on the wall. I was trying to refuse and flee as soon as possible, but they just wouldn't let me go. So after greetings they gave me 3 Maasai costumes. You might think that this is just a beautiful trinket, a souvenir which they give all tourists. However, firstly, there are no tourists here. Secondly, these are special gifts, showing that from now I'm a friend of Maasai in this region. That is to say, I can come to any village and will be welcomed with food, water and place to spend the night. I will check once if it's true. And then the chief gave me this thing. This is actually Maasai weapon. There are lots of scientific paperwork on it. And I understand why it attracts researchers. First of all, it's really unusual. Secondly, this weapon is wrapped in numerous myths and legends. Moreover, it has different names. Maasai don't have one language, but at least 4. So you can see in subtitles how the most popular names are spelled. So this weapon serves just one purpose: killing people. It's not to be used against animals. So basically it's a type of mace. Do you see this small knob? It's designed to focus all the power of a blow in one point. Therefore it can split the head into pieces like a juicy watermelon. It is made from hard wood. Moreover, thanks to this part, it can be used to block attacks. You can block here and then use this hook to trap the sword or pike and parry the blow. So, if you remember, I was telling the other day that Maasai society is divided into groups, which has different age and status. So youngsters look like children and teenagers. They're not allowed to carry any weapon. They do have a pike, but without the sharp tip. It's just to let them learn how to live and move around with thing on hand all the time. Only after initiation, which involves severe physical sufferings, they're given a sword and the tip for the pike. But this is not a common thing to get. I asked what you're supposed to do to be given it. Option number 1 is to kill a lion. The second option is to kill an enemy. And the third option is to be a man who can make others listen. In other words, the man who everyone respects. So when the voting in the tribe takes place, the right of vote belongs to the elders, chief and people with that thing. So when an owner of that kind of weapon wants to speak, he just needs to raise it above his head, and everyone would listen then. Of course, in Zanzibar you can find heaps of those, but they're fake, because the true one must be made from the holistic piece of teak. Basically, it shall be a branch with some kind of massive wood knot. Mine has some marks, so obviously it was used. Probably even with certain success, because I see here a cross mark. I don't want to think about what this could mean. The souvenir style would be made of palm tree and just painted to look similar. It's interesting that young Maasai who come to Zanzibar to earn some easy money go straight to the market to buy one of that fake maces, to wear it proudly in front of tourists and each other. But basically they're just showing off. They can come back to the tribe with that. Because you'll obviously be punished for such impudence. Because you can't just buy the sign of respect. You must earn this and be given to by the elders. Some of them, by the way, try to make some sort of business. They say to naive tourists that this one mace is a family relic, and he's ready to let you own it only for big money. Then they agree to give it away for a fair price of $50. And as soon as the happy tourist fades away with his happy found, our no less happy Maasai goes to the nearest shop to buy another one family relic for $10. Well, why not? So I've got my mates for arranging the well for Maasai tribes near the local school. And again, my only goal is an immediate karma cashback. All of this is just a pleasant bonus. Now we have arrived to the school near Mundalala village. I'm talking with the teacher about the water. We need to know if there are any signs of water sources here at all, and at what depths it might be. Do you see that tank over there? This is where they try to collect water during rains, which are a really rare thing to happen. One more over there. Let's go inside. Hello, children. How are you? Nice. And what are they studying now? You see? Good lads. Everyone goes to school.
Now they are free now.
Huh?
Now they are free, just studying themselves.
Oh, just doing their homework. Okay, all of them are Maasai, right?
Yeah.
And some children don't go to school. We saw a few kids on the road.
They come back to home.
No, I mean someone is not studying.
Hiyo wengine wasomi lakini wanatarajia kuendelea kuja shuleni sababu bado wana.
Okay, so let's just discuss where we're going to bore and what do we need for that and go on our journey. We asked if there were children who didn't go to school and he showed us the special table. This line means kindergarten. There are 158 boys and 144 girls. That's 302 in total. Then the grades, first, second, third, and etc. And Vemka means children who don't go to school. Just 19 kids. Teachers are visiting their parents regularly, trying to persuade that children should be educated not only in hitting and hunting, but no success so far. Okay, so this is the principal and the head of local administration in sportwear. They say that we must drink some tea as a sign of mutual respect. That's nice, but sad for me, as it will be dark in 2 hours. So most probably we'll have to spend the night somewhere here. I don't think we can make it today to the mining, but tradition is tradition. Can't say no.
Ну, гостеприимство зато, видите? Не как-нибудь.
So, welcome to our little meeting. Here we have the principal, the head of administration, the chief. So we're discussing the water issue.
About water, they really need water because you see, they don't have water in the school. They only depend on water in the rain. Tank it there, as you see. So they really need water.
So sometimes rain didn't fall for many months. And how far away do they take water?
How do you inafai imani kutoka kama mna moja?
Ni kwamba tukitegemea mvua ambayo ni miezi miwili mitatu. Ni huu mwezi wa 12 wa kwanza wa tatu tunakosa miezi mingine kwa ni kiangazi. Sasa tuna kisima kimoja iko mbali kidogo ambayo ndio tunaangania na vijiji na mifugo wote tunashare kisima kimoja. Kwa unaweza kukuta watoto kama foleni masaa mawili kusubiria.
There is one tank a bit far from here. If there's no rain, because the rain is here for 3 months.
Yes.
So by the time there is no rain, they have to take water from the other side, which is the tank for the district. And the children has to go there for and waiting there for about 2.5, 3 hours just to take water. So they are really in need of water.
Okay. Understand.
Kwa upande wa gharama kama ulivyogusa.
I was given a special Maasai bracelet and some special clothes. Wow, that's real wool. I love Scottish patterns. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. See you next time. Bye bye. So, shared some water again. And we are moving on. So I like the hospitality, but it was way too long. No thanks, I don't need a picture. Oh, you want a picture? Okay. It's already 4 p.m. and we're still not at the mining, because look what happened to the road. There is no road anymore. Our guide couldn't possibly know about it because the rains have just started a couple of days ago. Over there the flow even made a little canyon. We will try to cross here. Hopefully we won't get stuck. Yes. Yes, can go, I think. I never get tired of admiring the beauty of local landscapes and bravery of local kids. They're about 4 years old, and they take care of huge herds, alone, in savannah. 4 years old kids. No nannies around, just elephants, lions and cheetahs. They're on their own the whole day. The road suitable for a car is over. Now we have to walk. We are heading to that mountain. Less than a month ago they have found orange garnets over there. And the mining has started less than 10 days ago. I'm going to be the first person from the outer world to see it. Super excited. It will get dark really soon, so we'll have just a quick look. And if it's worth of coming back, we'll need to spend a night somewhere here and come back in the morning. Otherwise, just see how it's being done, do some networking and return to Arusha. I'm very satisfied. It's very orthodox true village mine. But look at the quality of garnets. Rich neon orange. Seems that I've never seen anything like that. Super bright. And the quality is very decent. I don't know about bigger ones, but these little crystals definitely have some reddish neon shine. Aha, the big ones are very much okay as well. The same neon red radiance. Rich and juicy color. Let's ask if they have even bigger ones. Because this one will lose 70% of their size in the process of cutting. So even though now they look big, it will be about 1 or 0.5 carat in the end. Not what we need, but the color is amazing. They say that is all of that they have found today. It's crazy. Very fruitful mine. Unfortunately, all of those are too small yet. So how did they encounter the garnets? Someone was just browsing around here. I have no idea how that someone decided to come here, because this place is very far from main routes. Moreover, it's pretty high in mountains. Do you remember the place with washed off road? It's over there, in a distance. Anyway, someone somehow for some reason got here and spotted the orange garnets near to the surface. Now the whole village is hanging around. They haven't reported about the mining yet, of course. So basically this is kinda illegal mining, which is not good. So the deposit is right where the girl in yellow is sitting. And they're just following its pattern. We can see that they haven't advanced much yet. Seems like they crushed the crystal instead of cutting it out carefully. I think it's not the best way to do it, but we'll see. Yep, that's what I told you. They struck directly where the crystals are and of course crushed them. Well, they're not miners. Nobody taught them how to do it right. Oh, you're kidding me. No. I can't look at that. What are they doing? Barbarians. I mean in terms of mining. No technique, no rules. They just strike the rock and that's it. And as usual, 2 guys are working, the rest are just helping with their looks. Now I see why they don't have bigger pieces here. They crush all of them with their own hands. I will ask if I can try. Such a pity. The stones are beautiful, but such a waste.
Мне такое не нравится.
My eyes are bleeding already, aren't they? Come on, you're going to... Yep, crash the crystal again. Told you. I also found this one pretty piece. Very good color. It could be a good stone for cutting if they hadn't smashed it. Now it will be again no more than 1 carat stone, which is a joke. Another one. Also very pretty color, even under cloudy sky. Could have been a proper gemstone, but, you see, the marks of the instrument got crushed as well. I found the second spot, and some instruments. The question is it the beginning or is it the end? It could end after the first 50 meters. At this stage, all of mine stones are not suitable for cutting. Good thing that this spot is not so crowded, as obviously now the whole village came to the mining. I guess they're a bit confused and don't know what to do. Meanwhile, my driver started feeling unwell. That's strange. Even I did pretty much well with climbing, even though I haven't been doing much sport for quite a long time. Maybe he didn't drink water today. Emmanuel, did you drink water today? That will be the first time he drinks water today. Well, that's the problem. Here we need to drink water. Look, 2 workers. One holds the instrument, one strikes. The rest are watching. Good job. Emmanuel, don't worry, I can have another driver, it's okay. Yes, yes. I can leave you here. Just kidding, of course. So now we have 2 options of our future action. If my driver doesn't start feeling better, as you can see he's still walking a bit very much straight, we'll go to the hospital. What if he's having heart attack or something? If he comes back to normal, then we can stay for night and cook with the local chief their traditional Maasai meals. I can tell by the sound that over there someone is mining too. Let's have a look. So the conclusion. The mine itself is super rich. The quality of stones is excellent. But all that inexperienced in mining Maasai just keep destroying them. How it's supposed to be done? You cut out the piece of rock and then try to cut off one layer after another until you get access to the crystal. But these guys just keep striking. That's why we won't get any big stones here. I think the government must know about that mine as soon as possible, so they would send the proper miners team and engineers to stop all that nightmare of a gems hunter. Because my heart is literally bleeding while I'm watching this. And this is a typical example of golden fever. Or garnet fever in this case. Guys are trying to dig everywhere around the original spot, hoping for a new found. But nothing so far. Can you see something? Wow, look! They've just found something. Too tiny, almost. Dust actually, all together with quartz. So I'm coming down. That's my souvenir. I will continue to talk, and you will continue to enjoy the views. But I also need to look where I'm going, so please forgive me the shaking frame. So what have we just seen is absolutely magnificent rich mine. The gemstones are perfect. And the most unique thing about them is that they've been spotted occasionally. There were no geologic expeditions here or any other type of research. Maasai have just encountered 4 or 5 places, occasionally. They don't know how to mine it properly, so we won't get anything for us to buy yet. But this mine will be bringing really precious and very unique garnets, because they're officially the best orange garnets which I have ever seen. But they're in a desperate need of governmental control and engineers. As soon as it happens, we'll start getting really good material from here. Before that, we won't get much. Oh my god, still can't remember about their destructive work without grasping inside with terror. Anyway, I exchange contacts with local Maasai chief. He even has WhatsApp, so we'll stay in touch. Actually, he even invited me to have some traditional food together. As far as I understand, it doesn't require much cooking though. We're going to discuss it now. So after the first visit, I have spent a couple of nights thinking, why do they destroy the garnets? Can be that they don't understand such simple thing. And seems I finally got it. So nearby there is a ruby mine. Well, for locals it's 1 day by walk. So there people mine tiny rubies. Stones are so small that they have to put ruby crumbs in a bag to be able to sell it in Arushi for $50. However, they've been doing it for quite a long time. So by now many manage to buy cows, therefore get many wives. And many wives means many children. So, in eyes of Maasai, those guys selling $50 worth bags with crumbled rubies are business sharks. They most probably have never ever seen the proper gemstone. So they must be doing it unintentionally, just because they're following the only one business model which they had access to. So what I think is happening here, Maasai from that Mundalala village, where they have found orange garnets, are like, okay, our neighbors sell red stone dust and get good money for that. Obviously because they have got more cows than us, we'll get the same gem dust but orange, sell it too and become wealthy like them. But nobody said them that if they cut out the undamaged crystal properly, they'll get paid $50,000 instead of 50. Therefore, they just continue to do what they do. It's such a waste of wonderful material that I'm very close to reporting on them to the government just to stop this madness. But of course I'm not going to do that. I believe someone will still do it soon. Because now it looks to me the same way as if someone cut the painting of Van Gogh for Da Vinci to use them as floor cloth. And I also know that many of you would like to know if my driver has recovered. So when we returned to Arushi, he was sent to the hospital and given a proper treatment, as indeed he had a kind of a heart attack triggered by sunstroke and dehydration. But he recovered. One night cost him about $40, but even that was covered by insurance. So after all he was okay. Who could even imagine that 30-year-old guy who is used to local climate would make such a stupid mistake? All what he needed to do is to drink some water from time to time, which he didn't. Maybe he forgot about that because it was cloudy and not so much hot. But still, even in such weather in savannah, you need to keep yourself hydrated. It's very important. If you ever go on a journey in Africa, always keep it in mind. Water and head cover, all the time. You don't want to take a risk. Just imagine what would happen if he felt even worse. There are no hospitals in savannah. And about the water from the school. They told me that in the nearest to them village, the water was at depth of 250 meters, and the whole project cost about $50,000. Because you have to pay for the fuel, accommodations and heavy machinery, and so on. But I still want to try and do the same for that school. But I don't know when it happens. Because in Africa everything is always very slow. But we started working on it, and as soon as we get the result, I'll make a video and post it. One last thing that I wanted to share with you. I spent here all day, from morning till the very evening, and as you can see I'm very quite enjoying myself here. The nature is beautiful, and no scary animals or insects, not even a mosquito. Why am I telling this now? Because in most low-budget movies or books, they like to create the image of dirty, awful and dangerous Africa, where you would be eaten alive after 5 minutes. But I'm a living proof of the opposite. So Africa appears to be not that much scary thing. And that would be all for today. See you later.